Just after shooting the following video, and just before editing it, I was contacted by my work to let all of us know that we cannot hinder anything that Hitler 2.0 is wanting to do. So unfortunately, to keep my job, and there's not many job opportunities, so I have to do this. I cannot hinder them like I want everyone else to do. Now, I'm not going to help them either. I'm just not going to try to stop them. Maybe eventually I could find work that will allow me to do exactly what I'm asking y'all to do. So I just want y'all to know that I'm not being a hypocrite. I got to keep my job, and to keep my job, I have to comply with any law enforcement or ICE that comes into my workplace looking for people to round up to illegally deport. Like I said, I'm not going to hinder them, but I'm not going to help them either. I'm just going to ignore their asses, let them do what they think they should do, which, of course, like I said, is illegal, but still. Just let them do what they're going to do, and I'm just going to ignore them. Now, to the video. Well, it's been a week since the orange shit stain has been illegally sworn into office. And I say illegally because as a convicted felon, an adjudicated rapist, a con man, and a traitor, he was actually ineligible to even run for the presidency. But he was allowed to do it anyway, illegally. He is Hitler 2.0. Here, just let me read it to you. Amendment 14, Section 3. No person shall be a senator or representative in Congress or elector of president and vice president or hold any office, civil or military, under the United States or under any state, who having previously taken an oath as a member of Congress or as an officer of the United States or as a member of any state legislature or as an executive or judicial officer of any state to support the Constitution of the United States shall have engaged in insurrection or rebellion against the same, or given aid or comfort to the enemies thereof. But Congress may, by a vote of 2/3 of each house, remove such disability. Now, he used to be the president. At that point, yes, the last time he was in office, it was legal. He ran, he won, end of story. But toward the end of that term, he started an insurrection. And he gave comfort to those that were arrested in that insurrection. And he's still doing it. He pardoned them. If that ain't giving aid or comfort, then I don't know what is. These people beat officers, killing some of them. Yes, I know they didn't die on that day, but because of their injuries and the trauma that they went through, some committed suicide and some died later. But it was all because of that insurrection that Hitler 2.0 started. Now, in 2024, let me read this again. In March 4th, 2024, in its only decision specifically interpreting Section 3, the Supreme Court held unanimously in Trump v. Anderson that states cannot enforce Section 3 against federal office holders or candidates. In so ruling, the Supreme Court reversed the decision of the Colorado Supreme Court that had held former President Donald J. Trump to be eligible for the office of president under Section 3 on the grounds that he had engaged in insurrection and therefore could not be listed on the Colorado presidential primary ballot. That ruling is also illegal. Because after all, in 14 Section 3, it says Congress may by a vote of 2/3 of each house remove such a disability. Congress never did that. Congress never removed his disability. The Supreme Court ruled that illegally. So Hitler 2.0 is not a legitimate president. And he's going full dictator. As we warned you, it would happen. We warned you, but you guys just wouldn't listen. He is not only pretending to be a president, he's issuing edicts that are against the Constitution. Like this one. Let's see here. Where is it? Yeah. Under the same Amendment 14, this is Section 1, all persons born or naturalized in the United States and subject to the jurisdiction thereof are citizens of the United States and of the state wherein they reside. No state shall make or enforce any law which will abridge the privileges or immunities of citizens of the United States, nor shall any state deprive any person of life, liberty, or property without due process of law, nor deny to any person within its jurisdiction the equal protections of the laws. Hitler 2.0 has signed an illegal executive order that even the birthright citizenship is null and void, and that they're already gathering people up to deport them. He's even rounding up Native Americans. The Navajo has already been hit with it, rounding them up. The Navajo have been on this land as well as the other Native American nations since way before this country was supposedly founded. This country wasn't founded by who you think they were. They were founded by murderers, rapists, and thieves. They stole everything from Native Americans. And he's trying to deport the Navajo. How the hell, where is he supposed to deport them to? They've always lived in this nation. He is not a legitimate president. He's a fucking dictator. And you guys know every bit about it. And you think he's a Christian as well? If he was a Christian, why would he bitch about a true Christian asking him to be merciful? She didn't say, do it. She asked him if he would be merciful. And he just smirked along with that asshole J.D. Vance. You guys keep saying that bishop turned her sermon into a political statement. Where were you guys when every maggot preacher was doing the same damn thing? Even going so far as these preachers were even going so far as to saying that those who do not support Hitler 2.0 should be jailed and burn in hell. If that's not turning a sermon into if that's not politicizing a sermon, I don't know what the hell is. Since he is not a legitimate president, everything that he tries to do can be ignored legally. And anyone who follows those orders are following illegal orders, which makes them complicit in Hitler 2.0's crimes. Everyone who voted for this jackhole is a traitor. They committed treason just by voting for him. That's my take on it anyway. But he is definitely a traitor, committed treason, and is continuing to commit treason. He's even trying to take over Canada and Greenland. Hitler 1.0 tried to do the same thing. He tried to turn an entire continent under one rule. That's exactly what Hitler 2.0 is doing right now. He's trying to turn the entire North American continent under one rule. He's even trying to go for South America continent. He's trying to do world domination, just like Hitler 1.0 tried to do. But you guys won't fucking see it. Now, my middle brother told me I shouldn't call you guys idiots. He says it was a little too harsh. Unfortunately, that I do not agree with him about. You guys are fucking idiots. If you had a brain, you would know that Hitler 2.0 is trying everything that you claim that the other side was doing. He's trying to get rid of anyone who does not fit his idea of a person. He only wants white people, or those who think they should be white. With his mass deportations, that's exactly what he's doing. Anyone that don't agree with him, he's wanting to deport. He's a white supremacist Nazi asshole. Just like that Nazi asshole Elon Musk. And yes, Elon Musk did do the Hitler salute on that stage. I don't care what anyone tries to say. That is not the gesture of my heart goes out to you. You guys are trying to spin it, but it's not working. Everyone knows that Elon Musk did that Nazi salute. And everyone knows that Elon Musk bought that illegal presidency for Hitler 2.0. Anyone needs to be deported, that's him, Elon Musk. And any congressman or senator or anyone in public office that actually supports this idiot Hitler 2.0, they need to be ousted. They need to be impeached and jailed for treason. I don't care what anyone says. Like I said, he is an illegitimate president. Legally, he is illegitimate. So anything he tries to pass or any person he tries to appoint, ignore it. Because he has no authority. Let's say that again. He has no legal authority because he is not a legal president. All of you who even slightly agree with me, I urge you, call your representatives in Washington. Let them know that anything that Hitler 2.0 tries to do is illegal and that they should ignore him. He got rid of DEI and he got rid of what Johnson did way back in the 60s about equal opportunity. He's turning us back into the 50s where racism was rampant and no one cared. You think that getting rid of the DEI is helping against racism? No, it's adding to it. Now, employers can stop hiring on the basis of race. You think it's going to be merit only now? It's going to be, oh, you're black. Oh, you're Mexican. Oh, you're Native American. Oh, you're not white. We're not hiring you. That's exactly what's going to happen. I guarantee it. Let me tell you something. I'm repeating myself, I know. Hitler 2.0 is not a legitimate president. He will never be. He is disqualified to even run, but yet you guys let him run anyway. And you voted for him. And now there's even so-called Republican congressmen trying to make it where Hitler 2.0 can run for a third term. That is definitely against the Constitution. But yet you guys are wanting it. You're praising it. Back in the late 30s, early 40s, when Hitler rose to power. That's Hitler 1.0. Everyone was asking, how could anybody let such a guy come to power? Well, you're witnessing it right now here in the United States. You guys are ignoring what Hitler 2.0 is doing. You like what he's doing. You're turning the clock back to where the United States was not as great as you think it was. You're bitching about grocery and fuel prices. Since he got elected, they've even been going up higher. And now you're talking about, why you guys complaining about eggs? That's because that's what you guys were doing when Biden was in office. You were complaining about the price of eggs because it was like a little over $3. Now they can go up to 9 and 10, and you don't care. Fuel prices are going up again. He took us out of the Paris Accords, which is to help deal with climate change, which is real. you're getting him to open up the Keystone Pipeline again, which was shut down for a reason. Because it was going through native lands and Native Americans did not want it there. But you're doing it anyway. Every one of you who voted for him are going to hurt. In fact, you already are. There's all kinds of stuff on Twitter that I've seen where one Latino person was complaining that they voted for Trump, but now they may be deported. You elected a dictator, live with it. There's only one way to deal with dictators. Everyone knows how to deal with a dictator. Just someone needs to do it. Jail his ass. Show him that the United States is a free country and that we will not allow a dictator to tell us what to do. Once again, he's a fake president. Call your representative in Congress, the Senate, everywhere from your city up to Washington, and tell them that Hitler 2.0 is not a legitimate president, and anything he tries to pass or anyone he tries to appoint, you will ignore because it was not legally issued by a legal president. Get rid of that guy. He doesn't need to be here. He's a felon, convicted of 34 counts. He's an adjudicated rapist, a con man, a fraudster, and a traitor. Gave comfort and security to 1,500 or more insurrectionists by giving them pardons, even the ones who physically attack police officers. And you say you back the blue? I don't think so. Hitler 2.0 has no honor. He has no morals. He has no dignity. And that whore of a trophy wife is the ugliest bitch on the planet. Physically, yes, she looks good. But because of her personality and her own lack of morals and her own lack of ethics, that makes her the ugliest person on the planet. So quit saying that she's beautiful. She is not. Once again, just to wrap it up, Hitler 2.0 is not a legit president. Anything he says, does, tries to pass, or anyone who he tries to appoint or nominate is illegal. He is not legit. You can ignore him completely. That's all. You guys' dumbassery. You elected a dictator. Get rid of that dictator, or you will also pay the consequences. Anyone who complains about what's going on because of him, if you voted for him, I have no sympathy for you whatsoever. You guys are all asshole traitors. And yeah, I'll say it. You are all Nazis for electing illegally a pretender president who is a fucking dictator, who is his own game plan is modeled exactly after Hitler 1.0. Fuck you guys. I'm out of here.